Namaskar, welcome back to Media Scan, your weekend dose of headlines, controversies and perspectives. Viewers, Sandeshkhali is on the boil. Located just 70 odd kilometers from the capital city of Kolkata, this block has become the headline all over the country. It all started a little over a month ago when an Enforcement Directorate team of officers reached Sandeshkhali at the residence of Sheikh Shahjahan, a local TMC strongman, for questioning him in relation to the ration scam. Though Sheikh Shahjahan was not available, his supporters and henchmen made a murderous attack at the ED team and a lot of them were grievously injured. Since then, Shahjahan has been absconding. Nobody knows where he is. But just about a month after that violent day, women in Sandeshkhali started coming out before the media and shared shocking tales of horror, oppression, sexual assault, beating and much more. When these comments appeared on media channels, the nation heard them with shock and horror. Political parties expectedly tried to raise the issue, reach out to the women at Sandeshkhali and try to know what exactly has been going there for such a long time. Unsurprisingly, the state administration and the Chief Minister herself have reacted by saying this all reeks of a political ploy, a conspiracy. Nobody knows where Sheikh Shahjahan is. State police has failed to arrest him, but they have arrested a lot many other people who are trying to raise the issue. Today on Media Scan, we will take a quick look at the sequence of the headlines related to Sandeshkhali. But before that, let me introduce you to our guests for the evening, Rishi Bagri, well-known political activist from Kolkata, a concerned citizen of West Bengal, who is joining us for the first time on Media Scan. Welcome Rishi Bagri, namaskar.
Namaskar, Smita ji, and this is a very interesting development which is happening, and you need to understand.
I'll come back to you, Rishi. I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Let me also introduce our other friends for the evening. Joining me here, senior journalist, well-known political commentator Surajit Dasgupta. Welcome back, Mr. Dasgupta.
Thank you.
And former Director General of Police, someone who has handled similar sensitive situations in other part of the country. Joining me back on Media Scan this evening, Sheshpal Vaid, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Friends, we'll discuss each and every aspect of what is going on in Sandeshkhali. But before that, just a quick look at the top of the headlines related to this entire episode through the week. And Rishi Bagri, after those few major headlines, as you were saying, this is a very complicated situation. I want you, for the benefit of our viewers, to tell us in a very quick way, why do you think the women of Sandeshkhali had to come out with such tales of shock and horror? Is it because Sheikh Shahjahan is not around to intimidate them anymore? And do you think all that has been reported so far is actually the tip of the iceberg, as some of the media personnel coming from the spot have claimed?
Yeah, definitely. When the Shahjahan is absconding right now, or maybe he is hiding somewhere, I mean, that is the reason why the people are coming out, the ladies are coming out, and they are narrating their harrowing tales. But what the hypocrisy which I see is that the distance from Kolkata to Hathras was 1500 kilometer, and distance from the TMC headquarters in Calcutta to Sandeshkhali is just 70 kilometers. And you guess where did those TMC top leaders went? They went to Hathras, they went to any other places, but not to the Sandeshkhali. So you can imagine, and neither they are allowing any opposition members, opposition team, some national team to go to the ground zero. I mean, the silence of the civil society has this, the silence of the civil society and the feminists over this Sandesh Khali has been more deafening than any of the outrages they have done ever before. So you can imagine what exactly the things are happening right now. And the horror stories of how TMC goons violate Hindu women in the Sandesh Khali keep pouring in, while the local MP Nusrat Jahan is busy posting her reels in the Instagram. So you can see how disconnected this TMC leaders is right now from the ground zero. I mean, she is the same person. I mean, Nusrat Jahan is the same person who actually gave shelter to the prime rapist. Now he's no more accused. He was convicted. The prime rapist of the Park Street rape case, where the Mamata Banerjee has said that it was an orchestrated incident. It is a sajano. क्या बोलते हो? They have said in Bengali, it's a sajana hua ghatna hai. So this is what she has said when this happened.
A created issue.
Yeah, it is a created issue. It is not the real issue, and this is what she ran down.
So Rishi Bagri, you are saying that the civil society in Bengal has failed this women, the ruling party has failed this women. But what do you have to say about the chief minister who spoke on the floor of the house and said that while in her regime, she will not allow any injustice to anyone. She also added at the same time that there is no complaint from anybody. So how is she supposed to pursue the whole matter?
No, she is trying to brush the matter under the carpet. Actually, she's saying that there is no such incidents that happen when the hordes and the hordes of the women coming on the street, coming on the road from every villages from the Sandesh Khali area. And they are coming with their Aadhaar card because she said, the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that those are the outsiders, they don't belong to the West Bengal. They are coming with the Aadhaar card and proving themselves that they are very much the citizen of the West Bengal, they are very much the native citizen of the Sandesh Khali, and they are coming up with the Aadhaar card to prove her point wrong.
Fine. So we'll get a perspective on this from Sheshpal Vaid. Mr. Vaid, my question to you is, we know that the women are under severe pressure and being intimidated and threatened. There is no secret about it anymore. However, when they are braving all these odds and courageously speaking to news reporters on television, on camera, they have also, shared their plight with representatives of the Scheduled Caste Commission and one or two other people who tried to meet them and the Honorable Governor himself of West Bengal. Why do you think these women have not filed a formal complaint when a state team constituted by the CM under a DIG rank lady officer went to meet them one by one? Because that is the argument the Chief Minister is repeating, saying that how can we, follow the due process of law until a formal complaint is made? How can women who have dared to show the courage to speak on camera and to other dignitaries not speak the same when a police team comes to meet them? Does it make sense to you?
Smita ji, thank you for having me. It's a very strange situation in West Bengal. In fact, I was listening to the different statements. The Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal says 17 people have been arrested. The state investigating team says no one came forward with allegations of rape and sexual assault. The National Commission for Women says that the victims have been threatened and they are not basically being allowed to appear before the investigating team of the state government. The state police is basically keeping them under threat. Now, very strange situation. This should have been handled very, very, in fact, in a transparent manner. You come across many situations where counter allegations and counter allegations take place, but a situation in Bengal where a national commission for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is not able to freely go to the spot. And then when they succeed, the impediments are put in their visit. When they reach and approach these ladies, and they record their statements, and they come back, and they are a national commission body says that sexual assault and such allegations are being made, and in fact there is a total breakdown of law and order and state machinery in Bengal, and we will recommend to the President of India imposition of governor's president's rule in Bengal. Look at the total breakdown.
Right. Yes, sir.
National Commission is not able to. Now, what happens in such situation when you like justice should not only be done, it should appear to be done. Similarly, in the case of investigation, it should be not only a fair investigation, it should appear to be fair investigation, and everyone should be given equal opportunity to come forward and record his or her statement. So I think the intimidation by state authorities, whether it is state police or local authorities, we must take steps that a investigating team is constituted under a judicial officer who has a total independent integrity, and everyone is allowed to appear before it and record his or her statement. That is the way.
In fact, sir, a petition in the apex court has already been filed, and it is reportedly said that the SC has agreed to give an urgent hearing to the petition regarding, a court-monitored special SIT to be constituted, which will go into the affair. I'll come back to you on that. Yes, please make your point quickly,
in such situation, court-monitored investigation is the answer, because here state government does not trust the central bodies. The central agencies are being alleged against unfair bias by the state authorities. So I think in such a situation, court-monitored investigation should be ordered.
Fine. I'll come to Surajit Dasgupta here. Before I come back to you on the what other legal options are possible, Surajit Dasgupta, Mamata Banerjee has certainly come a long way away from Nandigram and Shingur, where she had emerged as the champion of the poor, the downtrodden, the oppressed, and particularly women. I don't even want to, remind people of what had happened to Taposhi Malik in Shingur and what was Mamata Banerjee's stand at that time. Today, she has very clearly said it on the floor of the assembly that this looks like an RSS ploy. They have been trying to push communal politics in Sandeshkhali and the surrounding areas for a long time. And in so many words, she has branded the women who appeared on media as BJP workers, disguising themselves as Sandeshkhali residents. The problem here is not what is going on in Sandeshkhali alone. My question to you here, Mr. Dasgupta, is every time we refer to such incidents, even during the post-poll violence in 2021, the common refrain of the intelligentsia is they take it, with in a very casual manner, because they believe that this is what Bengal politics is all about. It has always been like this for decades, and so it's quite expected of Bengal politics. It does not seem to move them the way any such incident moves the citizens anywhere else in the country. Do you think Sandeshkhali women will have to go through and face all the same that other victims have gone through just because Bengal politics is like that, is the common refrain?
Look, the Bengal politics was not always like that. We have also had a very glorious chief minister. Everybody in the state, cutting across party lines, says that if ever Bengal had a good chief minister, that was Bidhan Chandra Rai, its first chief minister. So certainly Bengal was not in the rut always. What is very ironic about how the current chief minister, Mamata Banerjee, places things is that she was the person as a part of the NDA during Atal Bihari Vajpayee government at the center, who raised these issues that she now says are choreographed, sajano. in the parliament, she said that this is what has been happening in West Bengal, and the then ruling party, then ruling dispensation of CPM-led Left Front was looking the other way. Now, if all these things are sajano, if all these things are choreographed, then perhaps her entire career is choreographed, because her sole claim to fame as once the leader of Undivided Congress and then the leader of Trinamool Congress was drama, histrionics, theatrics. That is what created her persona. That is what pitted her as the main anti-CPM force in the state. And then nothing has changed. In a way, the people who are deniers, who deny that anything has changed, okay, Bengal has always been like that, they are being truthful about just one aspect, that the horrifying story remains, only the villain has changed. What used to be once upon a time, henchmen of communists, now are henchmen of the Trinamool Congress. And let me enlighten the viewers somewhat about this particular character, Sheikh Shah Jahan, because he is somebody who has, I would say, who has driven the last nail in the coffin, because he is not the first one. And dreadfully so, he may not even be the last one, because a very effective kind of revolution is needed in the state, which is quite conspicuous by its absence. Before Sheikh Shah Jahan, there used to be an Isha Lashkar and also Majid Master, the previous goons of the area, of that Sundarban area. As our viewers must know, that Sundarbans is spread across India and Bangladesh. It's a very fragile ecology, and it is home to mangrove forests and tigers, crocodiles, and all that. But what is very pertinent in this particular issue is that it's one of the most neglected places, the least developed of places in West Bengal, which always, anywhere in the world, if a part is economically underdeveloped, it becomes home to antisocial elements. And that is exactly what happened. Generations ago, this Sheikh Shah Jahan had come in as a Bangladeshi infiltrator. He may well have slipped back into Bangladesh, we do not know. And there are several. How it happened was, at the time of partition 1947, the Muslim population at this particular pocket used to be 15%, whereas nowadays, in certain blocks of Sundarban, they exceed 55, 65%. And Hindus are a minority there. And what we hear from these
Mr. Dasgupta, are you saying that it is, the atmosphere is a result of demographic imbalance coupled with, criminals, antisocial elements becoming emboldened because it is a neglected area, even though it is not too far from Kolkata?
Right. And not just that, this is a story that we heard from across different assembly constituencies of Bengal during 2020-2021, when election campaign was going on.
I'll come to that, yes.
Yes.
I'll come to that quickly, because there is now a court order which has, stayed the investigations into those cases of 2021 post-poll violence, because the CBI went to court saying that their teams are being intimidated so badly by TMC supporters that they are unable to carry on the investigation.
Right. Yeah, there are two quick points I would like to make here.
Quickly,
is
please.
That this guy has been absconding since 5th of January, when his men assaulted the officials of Enforcement Directorate. And this is a very old story of intimidation, and also a complete lack of credibility on the part of the state police. What Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is excusing herself with, saying that there is no police complaint. There cannot be a police complaint. West Bengal police is one of the least credible police forces across the country.
Fine. Allow me to ask a question to Rishi Bagri quickly. I have very little time left with me. Rishi Bagri, while it does not, it looks like quite a dismal picture for the women of Sandeshkhali as well as other parts of West Bengal. The fact is, Mamata Banerjee today is the only woman chief minister in the country. Her, her team of Lok Sabha members has the highest number of women among them if you see proportionately. She has recently nominated women to the Rajya Sabha. She has a lot of ministers who are women, party officials, office bearers, in charges of districts. Does it, is it anybody's case that the callous attitude of the party towards complaints from women, we saw similar responses coming from them in the 2021 post-poll violence, but at the same time, there is a different scenario developing. They may have clamped down in for people trying to go to Sandeshkhali, but in many other parts of West Bengal, organic protests have erupted. And if she names the BJP, it may be relevant to know that CPM, Congress, everybody is protesting. So do you think this time round, a kind of a change in the atmosphere is visible and Mamata Banerjee's government may not be able to brazen it out the way they have done it in the past?
Smita, you need to understand, not one woman, not two women, not 50 or 100 women. Thousands of the women are coming from the villages, are coming on hitting the street and saying what exactly has happened to them, what kind of horror stories are coming out after the Shahjahan, that guy started, actually he went absconding. So people, the woman got, they went out and they are saying the things. So this is the real story. And you want to say that all these women are lying? You want to say that all the governor is lying? You want to say that even the National Women Commission is lying? You want to say that even the Congress, which is the alliance partner of the India alliance with the Mamata Banerjee, they are lying. Even the left are lying, who are very much a soft alliance with the Congress party in the UPA one and in the UPA one time. So they are lying. So everybody is lying. Only sacrosanct truth is coming from the Mamata Banerjee. Want to say that? I mean, Sandeshkhali is the true face of today's West Bengal, and all else apart from like the book fair or the film festival or the Nohun's cake or the Park Street Christmas and the Dover Lane music is actually the hogwash. The real face is the women which are coming out of the Sandeshkhali and telling the truth. This is the real.
I'll get a quick comment. Those are very profound words and very thought-provoking words, Rishi Bagri. I'll take a quick comment from Mr. Vaid because I really have to wind up now. We have no time left. Mr. SP Vaid, sir, you just heard Rishi Bagri claiming that what is coming out from Sandeshkhali is the true face of the West Bengal government and not those book fairs and film festivals and sports festivals that we keep watching on television and in newspapers. But very quickly, sir, as all of our guests, Rishi and Surajit Dasgupta have pointed out, the behavior, the attitude of the state police has not inspired any confidence so far. Under the circumstances, what are the options left for the women? Will they have to suffer silently as they have been doing for perhaps God knows how many years? Or is there some hope for them at the end of the tunnel?
Smita ji, yes, I think the first thing Mamata Banerjee must do, tell her police to apprehend this man. Even if he has gone to West Bengal, there are ways to get him back. And
Bangladesh, you mean?
Sorry, Bangladesh. And his property must be seized under UAPA. And then we must ensure that justice is done to these ladies. So many ladies are crying. After all, it cannot be everything falls on this side. So I think a fair investigation must be ordered. A court-monitored investigation must be ordered. And it is the bounden duty of the government of India to ensure that the law and order machinery does not break down. And then the governor and the union government must intervene and ensure that people get justice.
Fine. Point taken. Sir, Surajit Dasgupta, just in one sentence, do you think the petition the PIL filed in the Supreme Court might open the way for such an investigation? Are you hopeful?
Well, the judiciary has to play a very proactive role, only then it will happen, because as you mentioned that the 2021 case is being heard, but it's been far too long, and justice delayed is justice denied.
Right,
Because it's
right.
a whole lot of cases. It's not, the most severe of cases, of course, is the atrocious torture that women have been put into. But there's also case of land grab, illegal fishery. There is the people, the locals forced into labor, and their MG Narega cards snatched away, their voter cards kept in the custody of TMC goons. And so even the Hindus, first of all of them are not even franchised. Because when the electoral officers go to the region, this is a pertinent question, because very often people from the rest of the country ask people of Bengal, why do you keep voting for such?
Right. And in fact, this scientific way of
Yes.
not allowing people to vote for anybody, for any of your opponents except your
Right.
own party, has been
Right.
going on for a much longer time, as both you and me are aware, sir. But I'm afraid I'll have to wrap up this discussion at this point. Certainly, we will keep a very sharp eye on what's happening in Sandeshkhali as well as West Bengal, and get back to you all as the situation progresses. But for this evening, thank you very much, gentlemen. SP Vaid sir, for connecting to us at such a short notice. Surajit Dasgupta and Rishi Bagri connecting to us from Kolkata. Please be alert. We shall get back to you again. Thank you, gentlemen. And viewers, even as we keep looking at what's going on at Sandeshkhali, we have to be alert, and civil society, the judiciary, the police, everybody together must ensure that justice is not only done, justice must be seen to be done. At least the process of justice, the process of law must start there in order to ensure women live a dignified and safe life in the land under the government of what is called Ma Mati Manush. On that, it's a wrap up on Media Scan for this evening. Do connect with us next weekend. Till then, namaskar.